What's up, Bug Dog with Deanie in the garage? I got a good one for you today. Good buddies Mazda showed up. Wouldn't kick. You come in with the old key here and you put her in. You hear that? I'm assuming you can hear that. Something's clicking up front. Sounds like more than just a relay. I thought, I don't know, maybe the battery's just low. I did put her on the little multimeter probe guy here. It's not a multimeter at all, it's just a voltmeter. Jimmy jammed that bad boy on there. She was at 10 volts, so I plugged it into the old Scoobaroo. Thought that might do it. No such love. So then we started digging in a little further, and we found this little gem. That's bone dry. There's not a speck of Earl in there. So now, well, now I'm thinking she might be locked up tight. So what I think we're gonna do, I wasn't gonna record any of this, it was just a simple low battery, but I don't think that's what we're up against. I think we might have a seized up Mazda. They don't tell you what size this motor is. It's probably a 3 something. My guess is a 3.2. Someone let me down there in the squawk boxes. Anyway, what we're gonna have to do is access the front of the motor. It's over here, I guess, because it's friggin' sideways in there. Let's see where we are from there. I'll bet you she's locked up, and if that's the case, we're gonna find out. That can't be good. That's a very loose coil. Good gravy. Even if we get this thing running, I think we're gonna have some questions to answer. Any old way, let's get this wheel up in the air, see if we can't get access to that snout bolt down there. And if she's not locked up, I don't know what the issue is. Probably a fuse or something, but I'm willing to bet based on the no Earl. Anyway, without further ado, let's see if we can unstick a Mazda. Now I've got the passenger wheel off and we are on the crank bolt right here, and it's kind of hard with the camera in there to properly show you, but no amount of elbow torque wrench is moving that, so I'm firmly convinced this motor is locked up. I don't think there's any chance. I mean, we'd get some movement even if it was just stiff, but nah, I can get the breaker bar on there, she won't do nothing. So what is a guy to do? What is a guy to do in a situation like this? Now there are a couple ways we could go with this. We could get down there on that nut and try to break it free, but you're just asking to really destroy something. What we're gonna do is spray something down the old Sparky Boy holes to see if it won't loosen that whole thing up. Now you could go with PB Blaster, which is my personal favorite when you're unsticking a small engine like a snarl blower or something. But I happen to have some Merc 5 ATF that I don't even know what I bought this for. Was this maybe for that Ford Explorer we had last summer? I don't know, but I'm never going to use this in my Jeeps or Subaru. So what do you say we dump some of this down the gullet, make sure that we're going to get it actually into the hole there. We'll let it eat overnight, and then I don't know, we'll come down tomorrow and see if that didn't free her up. We don't have anything to lose, because as it stands right now, we have a 230,000 mile paperweight. Now another thing that'll be very telling is if we come back tomorrow and all the ATF is down in there, that might indicate a broken ring or something. But for right now, I'm thinking she ran it out of oil. She got her hotter than the $2 pistol. She stopped it and it just never started again. Because again, it had no oil in it. Now the question, of course, will be, where'd the oil go? Did it just leak out, burn out? Was it something 20,000 miles since our last oil change? Is there a blown head gasket? Is there an egregiously blown valve cover? I don't know. But this is step one. Let's see if we can't loosen her up. Let's do a little more detective work while we're here. Now let's see. Rutrow, state of New Jersey, said she's rejected. I'll have to ask her what's up with that and see if she wants me to fix it. I got to assume she does. What I was really looking for was an oil change sticker, but I don't see one. So no idea when the last time the oil was changed, if it was changed. For all I know, I did it 5 years ago. This Mazda definitely looks like rode hard and put up wet, that's for sure. Kind of bounced on down the road, just hitting everything in the way. We're gonna let that sit for about some amount of time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, let's take our bets. We've been sitting here for a good 15 minutes. I answered some of your comments from the U-Pull video. Thank you everybody who watches and comments. Eric and I absolutely love talking to y'all, hearing what you have to say. That's why we do these videos, to interact with y'all folks. All right, she's been eating for good, what did I say, 15, 20 minutes? Let's see now. Oh. I don't think we're there yet. If you can't tell, I'm using my foot to push the breaker button. Oh, yep. I don't want to force nothing. I think it's safe to assume 20 minutes ain't gonna cut it. Which is no big deal, because that's, you know, par for the course, what I expected. I would be interested to know, has any of it made it to the bottom of the motor? I'm going with no. No, Scott. None of it's made it to the bottom of the motor. Which I don't know if that's a good sign or not. You tell me, what do you think? We're gonna close this up for the night. Leave it just like this. My neighbors love me. Got poor Willie sitting here for, well, since I made that video this winter getting him out of the snowbank. The front diff is shot to you know what? I broke a whole bunch of stuff wheeling in the snow. He's got a flat tire. Now I got this hoopty sitting here. Oh well. We'll be back, I'm gonna say tomorrow, but who knows? It could be 3 weeks before I touch this again. It's just kind of how I roll these days. So I'll see you when I see you. Alrighty friends, we let this sit for 24 hours and I don't know, can't really tell what's going on down there. It does look as though the levels have subsided a bit, so we're gonna take her down here, see if we can't get it to budge a little bit. What's wrong, kid? Hi, Tess. Got the executive producer out here. She's keeping me company today. I don't know if you heard her in the background. Yeah, so we're gonna see if this thing wants to budge at all now. Oh, it still feels pretty tight. I'm gonna put a little bit of my back into it, see if we can't get it to move. So I don't really want to have to let it sit for another day, but I don't know what else to do. If this doesn't work... Oh yeah, what you got?
I got your phone to watch.
Oh, you're watching my phone, you sneaky little kid. If this doesn't work, I mean, obviously, if this doesn't work, there's a good chance the motor's just KO'd. But if this doesn't work, I will pull the oil pan off, which I suppose some people in my position might have done that first. I ain't some people, I'm me. Let's see now. Oh, yeah, that does not want to move. Alright, friends, day 6, I think, of sitting with the ATF. The PB blaster's been in there for, I don't know, 2 days. Let's see. Now, it's not feeling like anything positive's happening yet. Oh, man. Alright, friends, I'm doing what I maybe should have done from the beginning. Who knows? I was trying to take the easy way out. We're going to pull the oil pan. Now, when I pulled this plug a few days ago, nothing came out of here. Now we're getting a mix of what looks like ATF and absolutely burnt engine oil. So that tells me the ATF made its way past the rings. I already knew that. You can see that from above. We're going to pull this oil pan, and I suspect, since we haven't been able to get it to go after 6 days of sitting, not budging, we're going to see that the bearings are welded to the crank there. But anyway, I'm going to pull this. There's not a lot of room to work down here, plus there's nothing to see. I'm just going to pop this guy out, and then we will investigate. Alright friends, I don't know why this is surprising me, but somebody has been in here before and they actually broke a bolt off of this oil pan. Now, I'm kind of wondering, she said 2 days before she had this issue, she had this car at Firestone to get a new tire put on. I believe it was this tire, because it's like brand new. I guess she got a flat. She got the one tire put on. Personally, I don't know any shop that doesn't check the oil. So I wonder if they tried to get this oil pan off, they broke this bolt and decided to just send everything home and move it on to the next guy. Certainly isn't out of the realm of possibility. Let's see about... It's this bolt right here, and I hope, I don't know how far in it's broken. It connects the transmission there. Let's see about... Oh, that doesn't want to give. Hopefully I have everything out of here. Let's see about very gently getting a little pressure over here. There we go. Satisfying thunk. Now it is glued to the timing cover over here, so that's, we're gonna have to deal with that. And I think this stud is holding us up. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but there are pry points over here. I'm not just prying on the mating surface. There we go. More satisfying thunks. Oh yeah, something is holding us up. It's got to be this stud. They must have broke it off right at the head, which is kind of a gigantic friggin' pain in the butt. I was hoping I could make the whole thing go forward, but there's probably a locating dowel right there. Oh, what are you gonna do? Life is hard and harder if you're stupid. Ugh. Alright, I think now we're talking. And there we go. Like I said, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh boy. Let's drag this out and see what we're up against. What do you say? Alrighty, I realize there's probably a glare on this. First and foremost, there is a broken, I'm guessing this is a connecting rod cap bolt. Just throwing a limb out there, the way it's a star like that. We will know later when we dig around inside. Here is other shrapnel. Probably part of a piston skirt, maybe part of a connecting rod or a bearing. So this motor's KO'd. This was a futile effort. We're certainly not going to be getting it unseized and running again. Alrighty friends, I'm going to apologize now for the camera angles you're about to enjoy. I'm laying on the ground holding my phone as a flashlight. There's the bottom of the bottom end here. You can see it's pretty well coated in little confetti as well. And then here's your smoking gun. Uh-oh, something dripped on me. It's Mazda juice. Here is our other missing cap bearing. Connecting rod cap bearing, Christmas amateur hour. Bolt right there, it's wedged. That's probably what's keeping us from turning. Either that or the fact that the cylinder's not, connecting rod's not attached. Can you see that? That's your connecting rod. I don't know where the cap is. Oh yeah, it's right here. Here's the cap. Oh man. So, can't get that out. So even if I got this thing to spin over, oh my goodness. Did you guys just see this? How did I not notice that? It blew a hole straight through it, look. I did not notice that before, even when I came under here to look. I didn't notice because it was hidden by this, holy Halliburton, Batman. You see that? It's punching, hello from the other side. I must have knocked 1,000 times. You'd like to think, right? So this motor's KO'd. I don't know what we're gonna do with her. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kinda wanna pull that stuff out of there and see if I can get it to run on 3 cylinders. We may do that, I don't know. All right, let me, I don't know. How are we gonna close this video out? Total failure, but it's not really our fault. She threw one through the block. I'm guessing there was no oil and the excessive heat, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look as bad as I expected it to under here. I know you guys are just getting the worst camera angles ever, and I apologize. If more of you would like and subscribe, maybe I could afford a lift. Huh? All right. I'm gonna go make a call, ask Danielle what she wants to do, i.e. what yard do you want me to get it towed to? Yeah, look at all the confetti up in there. We're throwing a party, we got confetti for days. All right. Alrighty friends, there's the offending bolt that was jammed in between the crank and the bearing cap. And I mean, just for the sake of it, why don't we send this bearing cap home and see if she'll run on 3 cylinders. Not like we're gonna do more damage. I actually found another hole in the block over here, which I don't know if you can see or not. Maybe you can. That I'm surprised I missed in the first place, but I was really convinced, I think I wanted to believe that this was going to be a real simple job. Anybody who has a problem with me sending those home with the impact clearly does not grasp the gravity of the situation. I'm not even going to put the pan back on. Why would I bother, right? Let's see if she'll, let me go find the keys. I'll put the Sparky boys back in. We'll see if she won't kablam to life. All right, friends, we're not even gonna bother with the pan. We did throw the bearing cap back on, and we have 3 spark plugs in. For whatever reason, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the video, this one wasn't sitting all the way down and it still won't go down. I really don't care. Let's see if she'll run on 3 cylinders. This is, if you're easily offended by hack auto mechanics, maybe just turn this off now. I want to reiterate, this thing is a hoopty. It was on its way to the junkyard when I got it. I was gonna give a shot to saving it, but it can't be saved. And now we're gonna send her off in proper fashion. We're gonna see if she won't bark to life on 3.5 cylinders of Fury. Not even 3.5, straight up 3 cylinders. Of course. I think the battery's gone dead from sitting here. Oh yeah, 8 volts, 7.9, that's not gonna cut it. I'll bring the Subaru around. We'll get some jumper cables on her and see if she won't bark to life. All right, we got the blue Subaru donating some of its life force to the D.O.A. Mazda here. Let's give her a turn of the key, see how she do. Safe to assume that ain't gonna work. Alrighty, friends, we've done absolutely nothing else to this. I did talk to the owner. She's gonna pretty much scrap it, so I don't really feel bad about anything we're gonna do. Anybody who's got a problem with us trying to run her on 3 cylinders, you probably go find a different channel to watch, because this is not the channel for you. I just want to see if we can get her to chooch to life on, I'm pretty sure these 2 are good. I don't know what's up with this one. This coil wouldn't seat properly when I got the car, so I don't know, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not even putting this one in there because why bother? We charged up the La Bateria. I don't know, man. Let's see if she'll dial to life. Jimmy jam that key in there. I really hope it lights. Dang! That was violent. Alrighty, friends. That was one of the most gratuitously destructive things I've done in a while. The smoke you're seeing is mostly the ATF. I mean, I had about a quart of ATF in the cylinders, but the real story's down here, man. I mean, listen, I didn't expect anything good to happen to this thing. It is a bummer. I was hoping that we were going to be able to save this. I didn't take this job on just to be destructive or devious. Y'all saw at the beginning of the video we were taking great care, but once it was obvious that this bad boy was going to the crusher, and she said she'd be more than happy to just take the $200 or $300 I can get from a scrap guy, well, why the heck not? We got to give the Mazda motor a little bit of credit for starting on 3 cylinders without your friggin' with 0 oil in it. She dialed right to life. She coughed and choked through all that ATF we had down there. So I'm a little impressed. I think this one was probably firing intermittently. Okay, that's about all there is to it. We're gonna close this video out here. There's really nothing else to say. Usually I wouldn't even put a Mazda on the channel because I know y'all aren't really interested in stuff that isn't one of the big 3, Mopar, GM, or Ford. But I don't know, who doesn't love to see a little bit of carnage? So leave me a comment down there in the squawk boxes. Assuming there wasn't a mechanical issue, i.e. the piston and connecting rod wasn't connected to the crank, I do believe we could have got this unstuck. If it was just stuck because of a low oil issue, I've gotten vehicles unstuck before. I think we've all seen that. What do you guys use to get your vehicles unstuck? I personally just throw ATF down there because it's easy and I always have it. I know Marvel's Mystery is a big one. A lot of people have secret concoctions that their grandpa thought up back in the 30s, and it's been working for the family ever since. Like I said, the Boston Garage, they like to use, I don't know if it's 50-50, but acetone and ATF. I know a lot of people on small engines, I usually just use the PB blaster, but let me know down there in the squawk boxes what you guys would use. Is this the kind of car y'all would throw a motor in? I could go to the junkyard tomorrow for 150 bucks plus a $75 core. I could find one of these 2.5. Ooh, this was California emissions and everything. So this car would be pain in the butt. But yeah, you can find a motor, spend an afternoon putting it in. But I mean, the rest of the car is so KO'd. Is it really worth it? I'll get her the 300 bucks and then we'll go find her a Jeep. I've been trying to convince her to buy a Jeep for years. She never listens to me. No one ever does. Can't imagine why. It's not that I look like a complete ignorant hick out here blowing up Mazdas in the middle of the road. Anyway, let me know a comment down in the squawk boxes if you like the video. That's common sense. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe go check out our website, monkeywithatoolbox.com. I promise. After this, I'll dedicate my life to fixing things, not destroying them. But I think it's pretty clear this motor didn't have even South Main Auto, even Eric the Car Guy, even Watch West Work wasn't saving this one. It's just not worth it. Who cares, you know? So like I said, comment down in the squawk boxes, like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.